Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Brian Tolbert gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Stepping into the box, Steve Finley. He will lead this one off today. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
Into the box, Jay Bell, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Trying to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Standing in now, Luis Gonzalez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
In there, 2-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish. And
the 3-1. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Reggie Sanders, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0. Rounded down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. One there. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
That is it.
Now at the plate, Mark Grace. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. First delivery to him on the way. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily. So a great sliding catch there, and it's certainly worthy of the show track treatment. We see that he really played that ball about as well as you can. The high 90s route efficiency is evidence of that, and it really made the difference. First pitch on its way. Matt Williams is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead.
Sanders is off at first with 2 away. And it's 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Digging in now, Rod Barajas, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Looking to minimize the damage here. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed.
And now meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and that may just get a couple of runners home.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room. But that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
2-0 now. The 2-0. Popped high in the air. Nevin has a play. And that retires the side. So they pick. Randy Johnson will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Now at the plate, Tony Gwynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gonzalez has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 26.
Into the box now, number 26. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 8. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still down 3-0. Now in the box, Randy Johnson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the center fielder, Steve Finley. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Got him.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Leading off the inning, Ryan Klesko, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Finley is there. 1 out.
Batting fifth.
Striding in, Gonzalez.
Number 7.
First offering on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Pretty routine out there for Finley, and that's out number 2.
Batting fifth.
Striding into the box, Bubba Trammell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 2 out, nobody on. Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And it's fouled away. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, and the Friars are going to have themselves a 2-out base runner.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1 to 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's a pop-up now. Barajas over to his left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
2-2 the count. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
The pitcher, Brian.
Stepping in now, Brian Tolbert, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's got a great opportunity here to get his club right back into the ballgame with 3 men on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Count remains 2-2. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Pods leave them loaded. They trail it here 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Gonzalez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 3rd inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the 3rd as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In now, Reggie Sanders, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Behind 0-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Popped him up. Klesko in foul ground. 1 down. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Mark Grace earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And this one will bounce into the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
So now to the plate, Matt Williams. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Diamondbacks lead this one 4-0.
We're back as the Padres line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So with one away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. They trail here 4-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth. Well, that was certainly worth another look with Show Track. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Here comes the first pitch. Now that's popped up. Nevin has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Steve Finley. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Three balls and a strike to Finley.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
Four runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Jay Bell. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down. Here it comes on 1-1.
The count is 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona. They lead it 4-0. Bottom of the inning now. Striding in once again, Ryan Klesko. He flew out in his last at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
The 1-1.
Ball that's outside.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
First delivery to him on the way. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Coming to the plate now, Bubba Trammell. He drew a walk his first time up. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Trammell is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stepping into the box, Luis Gonzalez. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The left fielder, Luis.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Number 26 is there, and he has it for the out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. 2-0 now.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
3-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Herndon, a native Oregonian. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
To the plate now, Matt Williams. He hit a sac fly earlier. Comes set with the 0-1. Line hard toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Sanders is on his way home. He comes across to score as they push the lead to 5 now.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
At the plate now, Rod Barajas, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he fouls this one off. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Ready once again, Tony Womack. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Womack.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Inside,
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-1. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Alex Arias.
Now batting, Alex Arias. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Junior.
Angelo Jimenez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Padres, number 4, Angelo Jimenez.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Here's a swing and a ground ball. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And he will beat the throw, safe at the plate, and they're on the board. It's a 6-1 game now.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now from the belt. Kicks and deals. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, number 26. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And he got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Myers forced to settle for just the 1. Wes Serrano takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Into the box now, Steve Finley. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Jay Bell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the ditch this AB.
Line drive to left. Trammell is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 26 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1-2. Leading off the inning, Ryan Klesko, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And it's quickly 0-2. And right into the shift. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
At the plate, Gonzalez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 1-2. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Into the box, Bubba Trammell. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, strike 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Reggie Sanders. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Mark Grace. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Line toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Standing in, Matt Williams. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning. Leading off the inning, Damian Jackson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball.
And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. The 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Ground ball left side. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on MLB Network Sunday. Jose Nunez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway. Up next for Arizona, Rod Barajas. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Rod Barajas goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Next to the Diamondbacks.
Digging in, Randy Johnson. And an opportunity here for a fourth plate appearance here this afternoon. And you have to say he's really earned it. 0-1 the count. And now a pitch on the way. And no swing apparently. Ball one.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's one that misses inside and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. Man, that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Finley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Pops this one up, but this will land untouched.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now that's popped up. Nevin shading to his right, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They lead it 6-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tony Gwynn. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
No, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game. Just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Tony Gwynn is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in now for San Diego, Phil Nevin. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Let's go.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
1-1. And it wouldn't be a game in Southern California without the obligatory beach ball sighting as this one makes its way onto the field. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Finley is there. And that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They trail 6-1. Rodney Myers enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Jay Bell is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Sent out to straightaway center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. So a tremendous diving catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see he wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, Reggie Sanders. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Trammell will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. DBacks are down on 4 pitches. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. All set for the bottom of the ninth. So stepping in, Gonzalez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Reined in. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out.
Now batter.
Coming to the plate now, Bubba Trammell. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Ready now, Damian Jackson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
San Diego down to their final strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Misses. Ball 2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. This is flared out towards second. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Obviously, as a pitcher, he wants to finish what he started. But when you have that pitch count north of 115 pitches.
Allen. Area.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon.
Your attention, please.
So he'll depart as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 3 homers, 18 driven in. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Number 19. Tony. Win.
First offering on its way.
Ball inside.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-3 the final score today. The D-backs hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Randy Johnson earned his 9th win of the year as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.